All right, we are in David Williams versus Maxime Gryn. We've played a couple of turns. Nothing but a Guildgate and a Transguild Promenade from Gryn and 2 Unleashed guys right away. We will tell you.
Siow Sperling.
We will tell you that Lucas Siow has taken a game loss already to Matt Sperling for presenting an illegal deck. He presented a 39-card deck, and of course, at this level, that's game loss.
Yeah, definitely. I'm wondering what he might have misplaced. I mean, there's definitely a few things that it could have been. Ended up either in an opponent's deck or might have just gotten shoved off somewhere it wasn't supposed to.
Okay, now we have the correct players. David Williams on the left, Maxime Gryn on the right.
What's his own game? Not today, he's not.
And
So, we had that's a Lotless
that's
Troll.
the Lotless Troll.
Boros is out. We're in trouble.
That's, I mean, Lotless Troll is not quite Pack Rats.
True.
But
Nothing's back rats.
Nothing's Pack Rats, but it's close to a single card strategy.
Yeah, this is like, I love that both players started like, yeah, turn 2 rare. Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nice turn 2 rare. How about a turn 2 rare? And it looks, based on the fact that Gryn currently has his mana untapped, that he has the significant advantage in this because Williams is not going to be able to block this first attack.
That's right. The Precinct Captain's going to come through. And
yeah. That's going to generate a very... Oh, wow, he's... Oh,
yeah, he can... The troll can discard guys to get bigger.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's discarding Sluiceway Scorpion and Drudge Beetle, which are guys with scavenge.
Not a problem, I would say.
So
this game is going to go quickly.
So David Williams going to lean some early pressure on.
I mean, Gryn's got the answers in his deck to take care of like a nice quick start from Williams.
So Williams looking over his land. Looks like he has plains there, so he'll have all 3 colors. You see Forest on top. I mean, in the last 2 games of the last match, David Williams suffered from land flood. He died with 5 lands in his hand both times.
Yeah. It's a significant difference this game. All right, let's see. That troll is going to get down and dirty pretty quickly here. Smashes in for 1/5 of Gryn's life total in a single swing, and I mean, Gryn's gonna be able to smack back for 2. He will start to be able to remedy the loss of life at some points, but I mean, the troll is also, that thanks to its 3 toughness now, out of range of that rock from being returned. But I mean, I guess if Williams doesn't get additional things onto the table sometime relatively soon,
right,
Gryn's just going to be able to swarm around him. So what do we have here? That's our Corrosda monitor, the hall monitor.
Huh.
All right. Well, Gryn does
so
have
security blockade is what created that night token, and there's the rock, and there's Frost Wielder, and a Lotless Troll goes back to Dave Williams' hand.
Yeah, Void Wielder is going to negate that early power enhancement for that Lotless Troll, but at the same time, the creatures that Williams discarded are fairly reasonable choices to discard in this matchup.
Well, I mean, they're
scavenge.
They're both scavenge guys, so they're gonna.
Plus, I mean, they're not like the Sluiceway Scorpion is fine because of the 1/4s that we know are in Gryn's deck, but his deck's generally pretty aggressive, and I mean, paying 4 mana for a 2/2 is not something that Williams is really gonna want to do. He wants to set up some defense, or at least set up a nice
troll
faster
and
aggression.
And he is he's going to scavenge away the Sluiceway Scorpion and make the troll 4/3.
Got to do that so it doesn't get bounced by the rock.
Williams at 15, Gryn at 12 right now. And Gryn looks like he's a little bit into the tank. Going to plan out his next couple of turns.
This game's
Looks
really
like
close.
the Cellar Songbirds there, I think, on top.
I believe you are correct. Is it a Cellar of Songbirds? And
Rock's just going to get in there for 3, evening up the life totals.
all right, there we
There's
go.
the Cellar.
Dave draws another Black Lotus, add to his multitude he has in his hand already.
Flip my cards over, stack them all for a bunch of mana, fireball you.
Yeah.
Here comes the Troll. Nope. Yes, no. Yes.
Prevent 1, take 3. This is going to be another one of those games that's going to end really close. We're going through 2 different ways of killing opponents. One of them is going to be, it's ultimately imagining going to be a swarm. Yep. Oh man, stab wound. All right, now we're playing the moat game.
Right.
Only I'm pretty sure that on this occasion, Williams is not really playing the moat game because he's just going to smash right on into that guy.
Yeah,
His
well,
guys
he's
are
got
too big.
He's got trample. He can scavenge the beetle back out. So he's gonna rely on combat trick.
Oh,
There's Keening Apparition. So that's gonna get rid of the stab wound, which changes things right back. So haymaker after haymaker from between Williams and Gryn.
man, oh man. And so we've got 2 power worth of counters sitting in the graveyard for Williams that he's going to have enough mana to scavenge back.
He is at 8 life.
That is where the problem comes down.
Gryn is at 7. Gryn has currently 6 toughness of guys on the board, which becomes important because of the trample. So, I mean, it's
Most
effectively
certainly.
kind of 13.
Yeah.
13 life.
Huh. So, yeah, Williams is going to find himself having to. And I question, what does he attack with here? Attack with the Regenerator? Does he attack with the 3/3? I mean, 3/3 dies and doesn't get to trade with anything unless he's got a trick.
It's a 4/3 right now. And
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. I was talking about whether he attacks with the monitor attack, like the 3/3
Right.
monitor, 3/3
I
trample.
see.
Yeah. He's got, is that Courser's Accord? Courser's Accord, a horse,
which he has the mana to cast.
Yeah. So that would be fine. I mean, he's facing
Well,
down
yeah,
4 flying damage on the next. He's facing on a 2-turn flying clock, so he needs to make sure that he gets himself into a situation where
He can win on next turn.
yeah, exactly.
It does, but I can't.
And
I think Gryn's down to a single card in his hand, too.
yeah.
No, that's fine.
So Williams has to really...
What's that second gold card in his hand? Oh man.
He's gone off into the tank, and here comes the Lotless Troll. Frostwheeler is going to block it. And he's just going to kill the Frostwheeler.
Yeah, it's probably, is that a Grizzly Salvage? See that card in his hand, or is that the Guild Mage?
Yeah, Dave moved his cards around pretty quick. We can't
Yeah,
quite get a look at him.
I think it might be the Guild Mage. Yeah, it's the Guild
Oh,
Mage.
there's Guild Mage. Yeah, there's the arm.
Okay. So, yeah, it's his Kurosa Guild Mage.
Okay, I mean, that's... The Guild Mage is important because of Intimidate.
Certainly.
I mean, he can play it now, and he can give both of his guys Intimidate next turn.
Yep. Which is good enough to take the game. What does he do here?
I mean, alternately with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now he would need 8 mana to cast it and give 2 guys Intimidate in 1 turn.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't... If Gryn knows that the Guild Mage is there, and it's, it's sitting there, it can be bounced, it can be,
Yes.
killed or whatever. So Williams has to probably think about how he... Okay, there's land number 7.
I mean, so he's going to Courser's Accord.
Okay.
And Courser's Accord still does it. If he gives one of his guys +1/+1 and intimidate. He attacks. Oh, so that's a flash knight. All
That's
right.
a flash knight.
That changes math.
Yeah. All right.
It no longer does it.
Oh, and you've never seen
2 flyers are coming in.
Never open your mouth until you know.
Takes Williams down to 4. Go. So
Look at my creatures.
there's nothing for it here. Dave Williams got to go for it.
Land. Oh, and there it is.
And there's the 8th land. So he can drop. He can drop that guild mage. Does he have enough black? He's
Yeah,
1,
he's
2,
got-
3 black. He certainly
and
does.
He did, the one land to do with the swamp too. Yeah, it's play guild mage, intimidate, kill you. You got, I mean, you got to go for it here. You can't actually kill any of his guys.
Right.
Which is exactly what that motion was. Got to do it.
Yep. Intimidate. Here we come.
They're over in that pile.
Wait, what does that do? Oh, super. Yeah. Getcha? I mean, want to do this? Getcha? Is that good?
Is that good?
Well, you want to pick your cards up, or you want to kill one of my guys? The exact tone of the conversation is going
Right.
on right now too. This, yeah.
Taps his mana. Here we come. A little bit of a slow roll there from Gryn on the losing side.
Yeah.
So David Williams takes game 1 from Maxime Gryn. And we're going to go over to the Matt Sperling, Lucas Siow match, where Sperling is up a game courtesy of the game loss that Lucas Siow got for the presentation of the 39-card deck.
Don't do that. Happens even at the professional level between 2 top-of-the-line players.
Right. I mean, Siow, when you shuffle up, I mean, I'm crazy about making sure that I have 40 or 60.
Yeah, I've definitely caught myself like not having the right number of cards in my deck. I mean, I pile shuffle at
Yeah.
least once. in
Right,
between
and the
every
reason
single time.
one of the reasons that I think pile shuffling is good is so that you can count.
Yep. Like, use the same kind of piles most of the times that I do it. So, you know, like, I mean, you never count every single time. But you're like, man, I should definitely be putting 3 cards down in this last one instead of putting 2. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. All right, so the Thrill Kill Assassin on the top,
That's, yeah, Thrill Assassin.
the bird token, 2 Centaur tokens from Matt Sperling.
Let's see, I was looking at, well, take care of this attack real fast.
Oh, Siao's already at 4 as well.
Yeah. Danger, Will Robinson.
Okay, we got those life totals up for you.
Go to 1.
Go to 1. Lose my 1 guy.
1, 2, 3,
Ishina Racketeer.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This
Sperling. Oh, the Goliath.
This is a lethal crackback, though. Pretty sure that he just attacks with all of his guys and pumps all of his mana into his shadow, and that's the game, right?
Unless Matt Sperling has the Druid's Cord.
Yep. Pump that guy a bunch of times. You got something?
Yep.
All right, that'll be it.
Nope. So Lucas Siow takes game 2, ties his matchup with Matt Sperling. And we're going to go to the middle match, Paul Rietzl and Jamie Naylor.
Now to this game in progress.
All right, Naylor, Runewing, Electromancer, and Splatter Thug.
All reasonable cards to see next to each other in a deck.
Lobber Crew, Golgari Longlegs, and
Minotaur Aggressor. Is that what that guy's called? That sounds about right for that guy. He seems like a Minotaur Aggressor.
and here comes the Void Wielder down for Naylor.
Yeah, Minotaur Aggressor. Got a card name right.
Right.
6-2 first strike haste is a pretty big
Okay.
game.
Paul Rietzl's at 11. Jamie Naylor is at 5. And he is pointing currently at the Golgari Longlegs. Does the double tap.
He's a Void Wielder, bounce that man up, and man, that.
I will.
What is going on? In
Tell you, I
this
think
game?
the top result is incorrect.
Yes.
So you folks at home, they're gonna fix that. That's a 1-1 tie between Sperling and Siow.
Have no fear.
So Naylor's Naylor's going to get in there with. He's got to be a little careful because of the Lava Crew, and the Rune Wing is going to come across.
Yep. And he's got a few turns to get that damage in, but.
Okay, pings him down to 4.
I mean, the downside about returning Goldkari Longlegs is it's a multicolored creature, which doesn't get him for another point with that Lava Crew.
Oh, that's true.
Shoot you for 1, replay.
Yeah. Is that some burn? It can't be burn in his hand because he's already be pointing at his head. All right, we're going to get in with our Minotaur Aggressor. Going to get blocked by the Void Wielder.
He's an angry man. I mean, I would be angry too if I only had a 2 toughness.
Well, I wouldn't be angry if I had also had a 2 power, but
That's true. I mean,
if I'm big and beefy,
yeah, you want it on both ends.
yeah.
The spell, because you already played it, right?
Towering Indrik for Paul Rietzl, which certainly can block that Rune Wing.
He's like a giraffe. Birds fly into his head.
Okay, there's land. Naylor looks a little confused here. No, he's not confused at all now.
This is going to be teleportal. All of my guys are +1/+1 unblockable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got something? Got all
Nope.
my cards back in my hand. All right.
All right, so Jamie Naylor takes game 1 from Paul Rietzl, which means Sperling Siow tied at 1-1. Naylor up 1 on Rietzl. Williams up 1 game on Gryn, and we are going to go to the
Probably the Williams match.
bottom match, the Williams and Gryn match. Still shuffling up. Gryn pile shuffling. Dave Williams into 3 piles.
Hopefully at this point we might catch if there was another illegal presentation. But I would imagine after the first one happens, everyone else is being pretty careful with their decks. You don't see it happen very often, so people are allowed to slip.
All right, players drawing their open hands. They're going to get right to it. Looks like a keep for Dave Williams. Got all his colors of mana and a sufficient number of lands to get rolling.
You know, I used to say every time I was playing a 3-color deck, if I drew 1 of each basic land in my hand, I knew I was going to get flooded.
There's a little chat. Williams leaning over to talk to either Paul Rietzl or Matt Sperling. It was interesting at the World Magic Cup when we had 3 guys playing and the 4th team member could run around, to each match and coach them all.
Oh yeah.
So instead of we've got everybody's playing and paying attention to their own match, you got the one guy that's free to do everything. Okay, Williams with the first creature. It's the Dredge Beetle. 3 islands in a row for Gryn, and some white cards in his hand.
We saw the exact opposite problem in the very first round of matches from him. All plains, no white cards.
Yep, and there's the Imp. Dagger Dome Imp.
The Dagger Drove.
And no 4th land for Gryn, and you kind of tell by Dave Williams' body language that he smells a little bit of the blood in the water.
Oh yeah. And Corpse Jack's Menace is a very good reason to smell blood in the water.
Yeah.
That guy is. Oh man.
Well, especially if you're gonna scavenge back a guy. There's a discard for Gryn. Here they all come. There's 6. Remember that Imp has
7. 2, 3, and 4.
Oh, and 4, right.
Yeah.
Corpse Jack minus 4.
Yeah, that's
There's the handshake. Dave Williams takes a very fast game 2, wins his match with Maxime Gryn, putting the Williams-Rietzl team 1 match closer to winning the whole shooting match.
Yeah, I really wish I knew exactly what was in Gryn's hand right there, because it seemed very clear to us, like as the first couple of turns progressed, that maybe if you draw planes, you're all right with this kind of hand. Those are dangerous hands a lot of times.
All right, we're gonna go to the Sperling Siow match. Sperling looking at his. I don't. That doesn't. That, I don't think that can be a
bad.
keeper for him.
Yeah.
Lucas Siow
We're not switching.
auto shipping his. That was snap call for Lucas Siow.
Take these Black Lotuses off.
I mean, it's. Well, this would be when Sperling has to decide. So, I mean, is Sperling definitely keeping his hand at this point?
Yeah.
now?
You and I missed something, right?
Got a couple gates in it, maybe. It's hard to tell, like the non-basic lands.
That's all I need.
Siow's deck
Yeah.
might choose to draw, or unless he chose to draw. Yeah, so I guess he would be.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah. He obviously kept.
What is non-basic lands?
Another. You see, one difference between the two teams: the Canadian guys have chosen to play without sleeves. The Sperling Rietzl Williams team has chosen to play with.
Yeah. Something. There's a lot to be said for the oil that accumulates on your hands. I mean, sleeves play an important purpose in addition to protecting your cards from, actual, getting things spilled on, that kind of damage, make things a little easier to shuffle. Like, I mean, they serve an actual purpose,
Selesnya Guildgate for Sperling, Rakdos Guildgate for Siow. Swamp for Sperling. Siow gets a Golgari Guildgate, so he's in business.
All he needs now is an Azorius Guildgate,
And he's in.
we've completed Voltron. Dead Reveler. That guy is. I mean,
Third land for Siow, but no play.
I would play a 2/3 for 3 on its own. I would certainly play a 3/4 for 3 and be happy with attacking it at every turn.
He's in, and there's the monitor. So pressure from Matt Sperling on Lucas Siow, who draws and passes, looking really, really bad for the Siow team. Because there's the Dreg Mangler,
Oh, wow.
and now he's getting in for 8.
We might be watching the last couple turns of Grand Prix San Jose right here.
August Prix. There's a handshake. Matt Sperling takes down his match 2-1 against Lucas Siow. That means that David Williams, Paul Rietzl, and Matt Sperling have taken down Grand Prix San Jose 2012. Sneaking in under the wire, getting in on the thinnest of margin on tie breaks, then getting into the third round of the finals, taking it all down. Wow.
They said they were going to do it.
They told me this morning at 8 o'clock this morning when we were having coffee at the hotel, they said, we are going to run the table and take this thing down.